What's up, everybody? It's Greg Miller, and I just saw Ratchet Clank All for One. I'm now here with Chad Deserve from Insomniac Games. How are you, sir?
Good, thanks.
And he's going to tell me what is Ratchet Clank All for One. What is Ratchet Clank All for One?
Well, Ratchet & Clank All for One is our first fully cooperative Ratchet & Clank adventure. It's a sprawling story. It's a new addition to the canon of the Ratchet universe. And for the first time, we let Ratchet, Clank, Quark, and Nefarious play together with a full arsenal of weapons and all the great mechanics that you've come to expect from a Ratchet game.
All right, Chad, I played it for the first time tonight, really. And I guess I've played it here in an event or there, but tops, I've maybe only seen 20 minutes of the game. Right now, I'm not really feeling it. And I'm a big fan of the other Ratchet & Clanks on PS3. What am I missing?
Sure, well, I don't know. I mean, this game is slightly different than a normal Ratchet game by nature because it's designed around cooperative play. Now, you can play by yourself. You can play with any combination of 1 to 4 players. But we made some decisions to make sure that the co-op experience was as good as it could possibly be. And probably the main decision that we made was to let people play together with a single camera. We could have gone split screen, but we like the idea of having this big cinematic game where all the action was in one place and everybody was really sharing an experience that way. And that little kernel kind of led to a lot of decisions that led to the game that we have now.
I mean, for the single, it's funny you bring up, the single camera. For me, that was one of my problems, right, is that I'd be running to the end of the screen, start getting pulled away by my team, or somebody would be trying to make a jump, and they couldn't, because this is a platformer at heart still. It's still Ratchet & Clank. So you'd be trying to jump and fall off. And, like, for me, Ratchet's always been such a precision-based game, so to have that taken away, I was kind of like,
Well, I think that what you'll find is that if you play for a while, if you get into a sustained play session, then you'll start to work together as a team. And those camera issues, while all of us had some trouble adjusting at first, we really got used to playing with the team, and that became the great thing that we were doing when we played the game. So, there's always going to be a little bit of an adjustment with any kind of change, but I guess what I'd ask for you and for any Ratchet fan out there is really to give it a chance, because, we think that we're making a Ratchet & Clank cooperative game like the right way. And, we're talking from the perspective of a team of people who've worked on every Ratchet title, who are very excited about the game we're making, and we play this thing in the office every single day willingly. Sometimes you're working on a game and you play it because you have to. We play this because we have fun with it. We love we love throwing each other off the ledge when we play. We love competing for bolts, even as we're trying to make progress together. And we love the game we're making. Absolutely.
Great. One final point for me was the pacing. One of the missions you showed here was kind of like going down a lazy river, right? And you're trying to steer this thing cooperatively, this big old raft. For me, it was moving a little bit slow, and it almost looked like, moving the raft that way would be not annoying, but kind of cumbersome. Like, what am I missing there?
Everybody says that when they watch it, and then they get their hands on it and play it, and it's something entirely different. I mean, when you're really controlling the raft, you can see that we've made a ton of balance decisions based on the number of players that are at play at any given time, and you feel like you're doing a lot to influence the whole course of action for the whole team, and that's really what makes it special. Like, if all 4 players are attached to one single engine, the raft really moves quickly. If everybody kind of divides and conquers, you can kind of maneuver a little more strategically around obstacles, but the whole thing just feels really fun to play because it's not only you as a single person having the experience, you're all working together and kind of discovering little things as you move along.
Okay, so drop out co-op play, online, offline play. What are the other bells and whistles people need to know about Ratchet & Clank All for One?
Sure, it's a huge Ratchet & Clank adventure with full-on story. We're in a stereoscopic 3D for people who want to experience the game that way. The main thing we've done, just almost as a design directive, is to make it just really easy to drop into a game. So if you're by yourself, sure, you can drop in and play. You can build up your weapon arsenal and progress, just like any Ratchet adventure. If your friend comes over and wants to join you midstream, they can jump in. Or if you want to jump with another friend online, add it to that play session. This is all stuff you can do. We just make it really easy for people to get together and grab the game and have a lot of fun with it.
Ratchet and Clank are characters who've been around for a while. Why did you guys feel like you wanted to do another one and not move on to a new project?
Sure, because we love the Ratchet and Clank universe. We feel like there is just almost infinite possibility in it. And we've talked about making a Ratchet and Clank cooperative game for so long, and our fans have wanted to see that for so long, but we just thought the time was right. We thought, let's give this a shot. It's going to be a bit of a change, but we think that the risk is worth it, and we could have something really cool at the end of it.
Great. Chad, when's the game come out?
The game comes out in fall 2011.
Chad, and I want to let you know, I'm a huge Ratchet & Clank fan, so you asked me to give a chance. I guarantee I will. Most people will too. So keep checking IGN for the latest on Ratchet & Clank All for One.